just quickly here. It is going to be Alex Atkins, who's going to remain as the tight ends coach, but also serve as your play caller. Tim Rattay is going to coach the quarterbacks. Cortez Hankton's going to stay in his role as receivers coach. And then, of course, Frank Wilson is going to be your interim head coach.
I think Cortez will have a little extra responsibility with the running backs as well.
His brother.
Yeah,
his brother's going to.
All right,
yeah,
fantastic.
He's helping special teams, and he's going to have a big role with the running backs. Now that Frank is the interim head coach, of course, Frank has been head coach in two different spots, UTSA and McNeese. And, Frank's been here for so long. Everybody knows Frank, loves Frank.
Very well respected. Frank.
Yeah, for sure. And they've got a bear in front of them. They've got a road trip to Alabama. They've got a road trip to Norman, Oklahoma. They've got Arkansas at home, and you got Western Kentucky as well at home. Nobody gonna feel sorry for you. Talk about that often, right? Alabama is going to try to do exactly what Texas A&M just did to you. Arkansas scoring points on everyone. Now they're not winning the games; they're losing close ones, but Arkansas is certainly not going to feel sorry for you, and Bio Petrino is trying to win that job. He's trying to get the interim tag removed and be the full-time head coach again at Arkansas and Oklahoma. Your first trip to Norman as a member of the SEC, so we'll see what happens there, but you can't quit, can't lay down. You still got to play these games, and you're going to see who really loves the old purple and gold here in the next 4 games. You're going to see who is prideful about the helmet, those 3 letters that we always talk about. That's one of the things in an interim coach situation. It's typically one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
It's a situation where it's just more of the same, and you just go out there and you lay an egg, or maybe turn it into UCLA and you turn it into something where it's a rallying cry to say, we're not going to allow this to happen anymore. We're going to go out there and we're going to make sure that we play to the best of our ability. And also, look, the cool thing about having an interim coach, because, a lot of it is not fun because that means your season's not going great. But the cool thing about it is it's kind of the why the hell not mentality. Let's just do whatever we want to do. We can try a couple things that maybe we wouldn't have tried before. And you got an opportunity to go out there against some good teams and see what happens.
Yeah, you said something there that says you're going to find out who loves the purple and gold real quick. You're going to find out who cares about the 3 letters on their helmet, 3 letters on their chest. And I know one person over there for sure does, and that's Frank Wilson. I know he cares a lot. He loves this university. He's come back. It's meant a lot to him for a long time, and I know this opportunity means a lot to him. And I know he doesn't take it for granted. A lot of respect from these 2 chairs for Frank, and the time that he has spent, what he's done, what he's meant to that room. I mean, I think you saw an outpouring of former players sharing stories about Frank and wishing him well, and just like sharing the love for him because he has loved the university and respected his position and really cherished his spot on the staff here at LSU for a long, long, long time. I remember him calling me a long time ago. I was already in the NFL. I think Frank was right after our senior year when he joined the staff.
Yeah, pretty much. Missing by a little bit. Yeah,
maybe a couple of years. I remember him calling me when I was in Green Bay, introducing himself and hey, we really like your help. Talking to or I can't remember what it was, or sending a message or something like that to Zach Mettenberger. They were recruiting. And it's because he just always wanting to reach out to former guys and interlock former guys, current guys, and things like that.
Yeah,
so,
he's had me when I was living in Shreveport, not even living in Baton Rouge yet. I just retired, and I wasn't going to be able to make it on a Friday, to go speak to the running backs. He's like, no, we're good. I don't care if you're here in person. We'll put you on speakerphone. I just want them to hear from you.
Yeah.
And then, once we moved here, I've done it a couple of times, and it was important for him. And this is the way he presents it. He's like, it's important for me that this generation hears from, what y'all did and what it means to y'all. And so, that's something he's always been really big about, which, again, like we talked about yesterday, that wasn't the theme with with Brian Kelly.
No, it certainly wasn't.
Yeah.
He didn't really care about that part of, and I'm not saying you have to at all. It's a choice, but if you make that choice, you better be right.
Yeah, I hear you.
No, I don't agree with the choice.
Right.
I'm just saying,
in a place like this, it's like a lot of us live here and move back here for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been around a lot of college programs, know a lot of people, work with a lot of different people that played at great programs, but they live elsewhere.
Sure.
This place
is different.
A lot of people move back here.
Yep.
And so when you don't feel like you can just, and look, you got to have some structure. I know that.
Yep.
It's like you can't just have 100
Well,
former players.
And my thing
every
is
day.
in this world, and we harped on this yesterday, so we don't need to get too deep into the weeds with it. But in this world where you are paying players to come in, they might have already been in 2 different schools. They might only be here for 1 year and trying to take it to the next. It doesn't matter what their why for playing is, whether it's for money, for the love of a school, for their family, whatever. It doesn't matter what their why is. You still need to get them to play hard. But in a world where it's not like everybody on your team signed here out of high school, they've been here for 3, 4, 5 years, this is their shot, and they love the university, blah, blah, blah. It's not always like that with everybody. I'm not saying it's not like that, but with the entire team, when it's becoming a little bit more of semi-professional football, it's less and less that heartfelt love culture that we all know and love about college football. So I think at that day and age, having those guys around is the right thing to do to kind of set that culture and tell that what is expected.
What did we talk about last Thursday when we were at Pro Dreams, and obviously they got memorabilia there, so we started getting into kind of like a memorabilia talk. Some of my best memories from playing at LSU were having conversations with Jim Taylor. Mm-hmm. And Jim Taylor was on
for sure.
the championship team that was 50 years before ours.
Yep.
But I was like, that's Jim Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to listen to every word he says. I'm going to take it all in, and I'm going to try to use it because this man has won a national championship, a Super Bowl, and guess what? He's got a jacket that's gold, right? And he didn't buy it at Burlington.
Yeah.
All right? It's because he's a Pro Football Hall of Famer. So, yeah, I'm going to listen to this guy, even though we played 50 years apart from each other.
There's no doubt. Like, people that have been, and it's not even like guys that were Hall of Famers. I mean, it's just guys that were, and it's a little different for you because you worked for the team. You're like, you have the access, and even me with my high and just, whatever, I had a little access. But like, a lot of people that were, role player special teams guys or backup linebackers that meant a lot to the team and were understood it. They just didn't feel welcome.
Right.
And I think, I don't want to share info I'm like not supposed to, but I know Frank's already kind of like reached out to a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people. And
I talked to Frank yesterday.
And he wants to immediately change that.
Yeah.
Because I could tell, you could tell just based on that, he didn't like that portion of the way the program was, that portion at least. So he's already kind of started to want some of those guys around.
Yeah. I think it's important right now to have those people around.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like we just talked about to start this segment, right? This is going to go 2 ways. Either going to lay down and quit, which I don't think is going to happen.
No.
But it's certainly something that you see when an interim coach comes in. Or you can have those people around the program to tell you kind of what it meant to them and what it means to them still.
Mm-hmm.
And that can help the process.
Yeah, the team's not getting any less talented.
Right.
Overnight.
Yeah.
They're still the same guys that have been walking out there on that field all season. I think now you just kind of get that interim bump, and what everybody's like, why is the interim bump a thing? Well, because when you start going down, momentum carries you. Momentum's a beautiful thing, and it could be an ugly thing. Like bad momentum is an ugly thing. Good momentum is a great thing. That's why college football a lot of times in the swing of a game is how the momentum goes. Well, there's momentum to a season as well. Momentum's against you. You start pressing. You start thinking too much. You stop reacting to plays and teams and game plans, and you start trying to force things. You start trying to look in the mirror a little too much and try to make things up. Bad things start to happen, and you start to press. when a big shift like this happens, an interim bump comes because there's new energy. There's new energy that's brought to the team. Hope is a powerful thing. And when you have hope, you have a chance. When hope starts to go away, it starts to fade away, and you're like, man, this isn't working. I don't like this. That can be detrimental to a team. And I think you've seen a little bit of that. I mean, a lot of it, there's a lot of reasons why that you've lost these games. And, they're actually playing pretty good against A&M, and then the second half it goes to hell. So, but you get an energy, you get a new hope, and I'm excited to see what kind of product they throw out on the field because a lot was said. We spent 3 hours talking about one coaching move yesterday, but guess what? There's still tackle football to be played, and a lot of it, and you got a good team still. So why not go out there? Why can't we win out? Because we can. Got the talent to do it. A little new energy, make some plays. Don't call wide receiver screens on 3rd and 8.
Or motion your tight end to run a 3-yard flat on 3rd and 5, which was...
No, it's 3rd and 7. No, it was an RPO, too.
Even better. 3rd and 7?
It was an RPO. Tight end to the flat. Only option. Hey, anyway. Frank!
Oof.
Don't. Not right now. Don't do it to yourself, buddy.
Huh. Just thinking about it. Just thinking about some of the situations and all the dynamics that came into the game plan and the first 15 and all those situations. But you got a new voice. And hopefully that voice understands that when you need 7 yards, you can't run a 3-yard route.
I think Frank does.
When it's the only option that your quarterback has.